We are continuing with the reflection in this video. We are given a question. Use a graph paper for this question. Plot the points P, 3, 2 and Q, minus 3, minus 2. From P and Q, draw perpendiculars PM and QN on the x-axis. After that, we have to name the image P on reflection in the origin. Assign the special name to the geometrical figure PMQN and then find its area also. And we have to write the coordinates of the point to which M is mapped on reflection in x-axis, y-axis and origin. So let's plot it. First, see, we are not given the scale in this question, so we can use the scale of our own. Just as I have used 2 centimeters equal to 1 unit here. You see this small box is 1 centimeter. So I have used 2 centimeters to make 1 unit. So the first thing that you should do with the graph paper is to write the scale on the topmost part, right hand side of your graph paper. This is very important. This carries marks in the board examination. So x-axis, along x-axis, 2 centimeters is equal to 1 unit. And along y-axis, same scale I have chosen, 2 centimeters is equal to 1 unit. Right? This I have written. Now I can proceed further. Okay. Now, I have to plot point P, 3 and 2. X is 3 and Y is 2. So it will come here. So this is my point P. So my point P is 3 and 2. I have plotted this. Then he wants me to plot Q, minus 3 and minus 2. So X is minus 3 and Y is minus 2. So this is X and this is Y. So here exactly is my point Q, whose coordinates are minus 3 and minus 2. Now he is saying that from P and Q, draw perpendiculars PM and QN on the x-axis. So what I will do now is, I will draw perpendiculars from P to x-axis like this and name it M. And from Q, I'll draw perpendicular to x-axis and I will name it as N, right? Okay. Further, he's saying that name the image P on reflection in the origin. Okay. So what we will do is, what is my point P? My point P is 3 and 2. So if I am reflecting this point P in the origin, what am I getting? P dash as minus 3 and minus 2, right? So if I look at this point Q, it's also minus 3 and minus 2. So image of point P, when I reflect that through the origin, is Q, right? So I can write, therefore, this is actually my first part. I'm answering my first part. You should never write anything on your graph paper. You should write your answers on the answer sheet provided to you. So I will write, therefore, the image of P on reflection in the origin is point Q, right? I have answered the first part of the question. Now second part. He's saying assign the special name to the geometrical figure PMQN. Alright. For that I need to join these points to make it a figure PMQN. So let me join this. I will join M and Q. So this will be like this. And then I will join Q and N. And it will be like this. So what is this? It is a parallelogram. It can't be a rectangle because this angle is not 90 degree, right? It has to be a parallelogram. So I will write the answer for the second question. It is a parallelogram. He has also asked us to find its area. Now, how do we find the area of the parallelogram? We find the area of the parallelogram as base into height, right? So, its area is equal to base into height. Now, if I am taking Qn as base and Nm as height, I will multiply that and get the area of this parallelogram. So I will write Qn into Nm. So what is my Qn? My Qn is 2. It is 2 units because 2 centimeters is equal to 1 unit. So 1 and 2. And what is my Nm? My Nm is, you can just count it and then half that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. So half of 12 is 6. So that is 12 square units. Right? Okay. Then he's asking us, write the coordinates of the point to which M is mapped on reflection in x-axis. Okay, tell me what are the coordinates of M now? Coordinates of M are 3 and 0. Now we have to mark these this point P as we have to find the reflection of this M in x-axis, y-axis and origin. So let me first find the reflection of M through x-axis, which is 3 and 0. That is M dash. What will happen? Reflection Y will change. So this will be 3, 0. So it is invariant when you are reflecting it along x-axis, right? Then when you are reflecting this along y-axis, the sign of x coordinate will change. You will get M dash as -3 and 0. And when you are reflecting M through the origin, 3 and 0, your M dash will be again -3 and 0. Right? That's how you have to answer these questions. All the answers should be written on the answer sheet. On the graph, you have to write the scale on the top right hand side portion and then clearly mark the points. And if you have to find the area, do not write the area or anything on the graph sheet. It should be clearly, the points should be clearly seen.